Before you were a name, before you were a body, before you drew your first breath into this world, someone walked so you could arrive. Not one person, not two, thousands. Mothers who buried children and kept going. Fathers who carried shame and found courage anyway. Grandmothers who prayed in the dark when no one was watching. And the prayers held. Yoruba tradition does not call these people the past. It calls them Ara Orun, the people of the invisible realm. And it says clearly, they have not left you. In Yoruba cosmology, existence moves between two realms. Aye, the visible world of the living, Orun. The invisible world beyond the veil, death, in this tradition, is not an ending. It is a transition of residence. The ancestor does not disappear. They move from Aye into Orun. And from Orun, they remain present, still bound to the family, still watching the lineage, still invested in the lives of those who carry their blood. This is not metaphor. This is cosmological fact in Ifa's understanding. The relationship between the living and the dead is not broken by death. It is restructured. And so Yoruba tradition does something extraordinary. It creates a living institution to maintain this relationship. It is called Egungun. Egungun is the ancestral masquerade, the sacred practice by which the dead return to the living. Through sacred cloth, through sacred voice, through the deep grammar of the drum. When Egungun appears in a community, it is not a man wearing a costume. The ancestors have come back. The cloth conceals the human vessel so completely that what walks among the people is understood to be Ara Orun made visible. The invisible made flesh, just for a moment, to bless, to warn, to remember, to restore. This is why you do not touch the Egungun. This is why women maintain sacred distance in certain lineages. This is why the drums that call Egungun are not ordinary rhythms. They are a bridge between worlds. But Egungun is the communal expression. There is also something more intimate, more personal, more immediate. Your own ancestors, your specific lineage. The ones whose faces look like yours, whose hands shape the hands that raised you. In Yoruba tradition, you carry your ancestors in your body. Your character, Iwa, is partly inherited. Your spiritual gifts partly passed down. Your blessings and your wounds both can travel through blood. This is why the elders say, we do not forget the sacred ones of the family. Because to forget them is to cut yourself off from a living source of protection, of guidance, of power. So how do you honor them? You begin with Iba, the bow of acknowledgement. You speak their names, even the names you barely know. You call them. You offer what you have, water, which all spirits receive, food from your table, a candle lit in the dark, a moment of stillness where you listen instead of only asking. You tell them what is happening in your life, not because they do not know, but because the act of telling opens the channel. You thank them for what you carry, the resilience, the creativity, the stubborn love that somehow survived everything and arrived inside you. The ancestors are not a concept. They are not a comfort for grief. They are active participants in the story of your life. Ifa says the living and the dead are in covenant. You feed them with your remembrance. They feed you with their presence. So light your candle tonight. Speak a name, pour a little water, and listen. Because the ones who loved you before you were born are still loving you. Now Yubale Gungun, Iba Ala Orun, Iba Awam Baba, Ati Iawa. We honor the ancestors, we honor the people of the unseen realm. We honor our fathers and mothers.